Hello, everyone, and welcome to Teacher Talk, episode 14. I hope you all had a lovely holiday. I know I did. It's a little bit warm here in Australia, but it's summer after all. Today, we're going to look at the whole issue of getting children to sing in harmony, to hear parts, and to keep their part. How does that happen? Well, I believe that children need lots of singing experiences to develop their brain and their ear connection. I'd like to talk from my own experience. When I was about 13, I joined the school choir, and I found to my amazement that as long as the song we were singing had a standard 1 4 5 or 1 2 4 5 or 1 6 2 4 5 progression, I could harmonize. I don't know how that happens. I could just start singing the harmony, and it was it was like magic. Later on in my life, I figured out what I think happened. Am I a genius? No. Do I have gifted abilities? No, no, no. So, how is it that I could do that? Well, I think it's experience. When I was young, my mother was the organist at the church, and she used to play for the choir. And every Thursday we had to go to choir practice, and she would drag me along and make me sing either alto or tenor because we needed that at that particular time. So I spent years of my life being dragged off to church choir practice to sing tenor and alto. And so by the time I got to high school, I just could hear those inner parts and improvise because I had so many experiences. I think the same thing happens with children and language. For example, some research has been conducted that shows that if a child grows up in a bilingual family where, for example, the mother only speaks English and the father only speaks, for example, Mandarin, by the time the child gets to school at age 5 or 6, they're bilingual. They can speak both languages. They can hear them, they can understand them, and they can speak them. And there's no magic teaching going on. They're just involved in the whole experience. So, what does this mean for us as educators? Well, let's have a look around. In YouTube, I found a group of young street boys who were singing amazing things, and I'm going to show you in a moment. Now, they're from Madagascar, which is one of the poorest African countries there is, and they they sing out in the street. They're called the Underground Boys. They sing out in the street and to make a bit of money because in Madagascar, the payment for their families is about $2 a day. So let's have a look at these Madagascar boys. Enjoy. By the way, listen to the tonality and listen to the patterns that they sing. Isn't that amazing? Now, these boys are not trained. They have no formal music education. So how is it that they have such brilliant ears that they can hear each other? They know where to come in. They know their own pattern. It all fits together, and it's absolutely magic. How did that happen? Well, I think it happened because it's part of the tradition of in Madagascar and how they grow up with music around them. I found a Madagascar tribal song, and I'd like for you to have a listen to it and then kind of think about how that might have translated to what these boys are doing. All right, experience. They grew up with it. It was in their ears. They probably sang along as young children and were involved in singing. And then it was in their ears. And then now they can do it. And it's a bit like magic, isn't it? So what do we do as educators? Well, last time we were here, we talked about the ostinato, the repeated pattern. And Orff and Kodály teachers use ostinato not just rhythmically or for instruments, but also for singing. Singing an ostinato part, like these young boys in Madagascar, singing patterns, singing different patterns over and over, develops your ear and your ability to sing in harmony. So in education, we like to get children to sing ostinato parts. And we have a little process that we use. We teach everybody the first ostinato. Everybody sings the first ostinato. Then, if there's another one, everybody learns the second ostinato. And then we divide the group. So one part begins ostinato 1, and the other one sings ostinato 2. And Orff people normally do this by layering. Ostinato 1 starts singing, it goes for a while, is secure, and then they add the second one. But other teachers do it in different ways. So let's have a look at this teacher and how she teaches the ostinatos and how the children end up with 3 ostinatos that become later an accompaniment for a song. Do, do, so, la, do, do. Do, do, so, la, do. One more time. Do, do, so, la, do, do. Mi, mi, do, re, mi, mi. Join in. Mi, mi, do, re, mi, mi. Keep going. Mi, mi, do, re, mi, mi. Last time. Mi, mi, do, re, mi, mi. Mi, mi, so, la, do, do. Do, do, so, la, do, do. Do, do, so, la, do, do. Do, do, so, la, do, do. So, mi, so, la, so, mi, so. And we could keep going forever again. Ready, 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 here we go. Do, do, so, la, do, do. Mi, so, do, so, la, do, do. Do, do, so, la, do, do. Mi, so, do, so, la, do, do. Do, do, so, la, do, do. See how easy. And the melody that they use over the top is pentatonic. So this is a very familiar tonality to all of us. So how do we develop the musical ear? How do we develop children's ability to hear and sing in harmony? Well, I think it's experience and lots of experiences, particularly when they're young. So in primary school, it's really important to get them singing lots, singing simple ostinatos, and so on. And I think that's one of the keys to developing the musical ear. Hope you've enjoyed Teacher Talk today, and we'll see you next time.